Okay, here we are. I'm back. Now I am lucky enough to have a set of these pearlescent paints. They're all, I don't know if you can quite see it, they're all got shimmery, glimmery, glittery stuff in them, and it's got a nice silver paint right here that I can use. So I'm going to take advantage of that. And I'm going to paint the body of my Kiss just like this. And then when I'm done with this, I'll come back in a second and I'll fill in some of the marks and grooves and folds in the foil. Just let me get a little bit of color on here to begin with. There we go. Alright, I got my color on. That's good. I'm going to go to a much smaller brush. I don't know what this is. This is number 2. I guess I should say I'm using my Princeton Select brushes here. And I'm going to mix in with a little palette. So I've got an old travel palette here. If I mix in a little bit of this golden color maybe, or I should just probably use, if I'm working on a little bit of shadow, I should probably use this blue color, maybe even mix that with a little bit of the silver. I think that's going to be my best choice right there. And I'm just going to lay in some marks here. It's going to run together a little bit. That's totally fine. If it didn't, I'd be worried about it. But you can see already, you can start to see that we're getting a little bit of depth on there. Maybe you can't see. Let me zoom in here just a little bit. There you go. Now you can probably see as I go over these, a little bit here and a little bit there, we're adding just a little bit of depth. I'm going to put on the left hand side, make this just a wee bit darker. I think that's going to be my shadow side, I guess, over here. So I'm going to put in my gray, just a bit more intense over there, and while it's still wet, it's going to flow. I won't really have a hard edge anywhere. There we go. I like that. Now let me get a little bit of my blue in here. My gray. Just to give a little bit of a bend right there. So you'll know. We're going to let this dry and come back and do a little bit of work on this in a second, but I think that's starting to look good. Now I'm going to set my shiny paints away for just a second. I'm going to get out my normal set. You've seen me use my Winsor Newton set here many times. Let me set it down. And I'm going to make a, whoa, that's a wrong blue. Here we go. I'm going to make just a bit of shadow color for this up here. Unfortunately, in this kit, I don't have a gray, so I got to kind of make one myself. We can do that in no time. I want to make it just a bit stronger with my blue. There we go. I think you guys can all see that. It's pretty small, but you can probably make that out. Just a little bit of shadow here. I'm going to make this little bit inside here just a tiny bit stronger. Or maybe I'm not. It doesn't want to work well today. It's a little too wet right there. I'll get back to that in just a second. So it's drying up a little bit. I can come back to my, whoa, wrong way. There we go. I'm going to come back to my blue-gray mixture here. I'll make it nice and strong, not too wet. I'm going to put in some stronger lines here. So you can see, there we go, that it's got all these little ripples and indentations and everything in this. There we go, much stronger color. And I want to give a little bit more a blue tint down here. Right down where, after it starts to roll underneath that shoulder. There we go. Alright, I've got that. Actually, I don't think it looks too bad. Just like that. I'm going to take a little bit of my blue. I'm just going to go right into this color. I'm going to make a bit of a purple for some shadow underneath there. I'm just going to drop it on. There we go. I don't want this to be floating out in space out there. I want to ground it. So, just giving it something out here. There we go. Something like that. And if you've seen me do this before, you'll know I can't help myself. I just want to let that blend out ever so nicely. There we go. We've got our light coming from this side, casting a little shadow. I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to try to write on the top of it in my really intense blue. And this is where I'm likely to screw up. Let me make sure I know how to spell it. Alright, getting close. I think I got it spelled right. Mostly S's. And there we go. There we go, a quick, easy card. I'm going to sign it. Whoops, you couldn't see the signature. There it is, I'm all done. Quick and easy. a nice little card for my wife. There you go. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I did this. A quick, easy little card. If you enjoyed it, give a like, subscribe to my channel. I do something at least once a week on here, and I'd love to paint with you another time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.